my loves, my name is Nadia, and if you're interested in the mystical and the metaphysical, stay tuned because I am going to be talking about that today. First of all, thank you everyone for all the likes, all the comments, all the DMs, all the messages, all the love and support that you guys have given me, because you are the reason that I have grown and you are the reason that I'm able to make more and more content for you guys and share all these messages that I have to share with you guys. Today's subject is a really beautiful subject. It's something that a lot of people always want to know about, and that is relationships and attracting the kind of relationships that you want in your life. I had a client and I spoke with her about it, that I'm going to be sharing this. She was very happy for me to share it. So this was like a few months ago, where she spoke to me and she was just like so distraught about not finding what she wanted. She's like, I just can't find anyone. The people I'm looking for, like, every time I see someone who asks me out, I'm just not interested. They're like low quality, low caliber, and it's just like not what I want. That's fine. So I asked her, what is it that you want? So she started giving me a list. She's like, I want someone who's fit. I want someone who is healthy. I want someone who dresses well. I want someone who is active. I want someone who likes the outdoors. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. See, this girl was a client of mine for a while. And she told me she loves eating junk food. She doesn't like going to the gym. She is an indoors kind of girl. Like, this guy was like, literally what she wants is the opposite of everything that she is. So I told her, I was like, wait a second. So you want a life partner that is everything that you're not. And she's like, what? I was like, you told me this. You told me that you love eating junk food. You told me that you don't like going to the gym and you don't really go to the gym. You told me that you're an indoors kind of girl. So what's going on here? And she's like, but what do you mean? I was like, don't you think it's double standards to ask for something that you're not? Because don't you think someone that lives that life would want someone who is like that, who's also living that life? So she thought for a second. I was like, yeah, but if he's like exercising all the time, are you going to really exercise? Is that going to become who you are? I was like, because you're saying that, but is it going to be someone you become? She's like, nobody's going to motivate me. Well, honey, that's not his job to motivate you. You can't like expect someone to come into your life to motivate you to work out or eat healthy or go out more or give you happiness. You can't do that. Because those things are things that you need to be, because you attract what you are. If you are fit and healthy, you're probably going to attract someone who is like that. It's not the only thing that you will attract, but you will attract more of that. She was like, okay, so I'm not these things, but this is what I want. What do I do? And I said to her, you need to be who you want. Because like who you want externally is who you need to be too. So if you want someone fit and healthy, you better fix up that diet. You better start working out. And it might take weeks. It might take months. It does not matter. Think about this. If you just sit around and mope around that you didn't get what you want, you can be doing that for weeks and months or years, and probably until you pass away. And you did nothing to get closer to what you want. You've done nothing about it. So you have to put effort into what you want. And also, that is taking the focus away from what you don't have, because you won't get if you think you don't have. You don't attract that kind of way. If you lack, then the universe says, oh, you don't have it, so I won't give it to you. But if you start focusing on yourself, you remove the magnifying glass over the belief of you lacking something. And you move the magnifying glass onto you building who you want to be. And when you start eating healthy, you say, I'm eating healthy, because you are eating healthy. And there you become that. When you start working out, I'm working out because I am working out. And therefore you become that. And the great thing about it is when you focus on that, you get closer and closer each day to be the best version of yourself for when you meet the person that you desire. Does that make sense? If you guys have questions, please leave comments down below. Like, give me your input on this. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. It really, really helps me. The likes also give me a lot of motivation to do more. Another really great point to mention here is that you need to work on your inner confidence. So if you lack confidence, that is a lower vibration. Let's say, for example, you catch yourself at a party with your friend and you feel that you're jealous of her. You're like, oh, all the guys are looking at her. She's more beautiful. Let me tell you what you've done there. First of all, you have just magnified her beauty even more, and you have lowered your beauty even more. So she will be attracting more men like an ant around candy, and you will be attracting less. It basically works like kind of like a vaporizer. So when you put the drops of oil in the vaporizer, that's you putting the lack of confidence, the jealousy, all these negative vibrations. You're putting it in the diffuser, in the essential oil burner or whatever, and you turn it on and it starts to evaporate into the sky. And like now everyone can smell, oh, lack of confidence, jealousy. It's not something tangible. It's not something material that we can see. But feelings and vibrations are a real thing. It's physics. It can be whatever you want to call it, but it's something that's real. People can feel it without realizing that they're feeling it. That's like a sixth sense. So it's not like they're like, oh, she's in confidence. No, it doesn't work like that. But they'll be like, oh, there's just something about her that doesn't want to make me talk to her. And all of a sudden, these guys are repelling away from you and going to your friend and talking to her. So there's nothing wrong with them wanting to talk to your friend instead of you, but we're talking about you here and how you need to work on yourself in order to raise your vibrations, right? Because you want to attract a good relationship and you want to attract a healthy relationship. So this is something you need to think about and you need to work on of how you're going to be doing this. Something else to also note here is that you can do specific things like daily affirmations to heighten your vibrations. It's not something that works overnight. It takes a lot of practice. We're doing this every single day, and you have to do it first thing when you wake up, before you do anything, before even touching your phone. And you just say things like, I am beautiful, I am confident, I am at peace, I am lovable, I attract great men, whatever you want it to be. Then there's also the things that you need to work on internally. So when you have this jealousy, this lack of confidence, you need to like really sit there, take a piece of paper, write it down. Why am I like this? And you might sit there for like half an hour before you're able to write anything. That is completely fine. But the most important thing is that answers start to come out of why you are like this. And then there's things where you need to just practice self-love. If you have, for example, thick thighs and those are as small as they'll ever get, it's physically impossible for them to get any smaller, then you need to learn to embrace them and to accept them. And you want someone who would love and appreciate that anyway. And just because you think they're big doesn't mean other people will. You know, some people will be like, I love thick thighs. I don't like chicken legs. I have chicken legs. But you know what I mean? That kind of thing. And also, if there's something like, oh, I have small lips, like I'm going to say something controversial here. Get some filler. Who cares? Like, it's not a big deal, you know? But don't put yourself in a position where you're saying, I don't like anything about me, but then you're not doing anything about it. Because that's putting yourself in victim mentality. It's so easy to fall into that trap, and it's something I definitely don't recommend. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video again. I really appreciate every single like, every single comment, every single subscriber. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you next time.